we got the deal done. I got to get somebody on the phone here to get this thing flatbedded. It's a 400-mile drive one way to go get this pig picked up. I don't feel comfortable with having one of our people drive it back. So we're going to get our trailer and truck and get this thing hauled back. More to come. Okay, so great news. It showed up and it's actually not in bad shape. Little bit of bubbling on the window tint. You can see there, that's easily to take off. But the problem is we did get it inspected. We did get it lifted. And unfortunately, needs a radiator, needs a head gasket, which kind of puts it over that edge of like, we're not going to put the money in to recondition this thing. It wouldn't be a good, it's not up to our standard as it sits right now. So we're going to end up wholesaling this thing. I'm glad I didn't have one of our guys drive it 400 miles. So let's just walk around though. Let's look at it. So we got the ZR2 badging, obviously. It actually does have a nice set of tires on it. On the front, you have the, what do they call these? What do they call these, like extra lights on the front?
Floodlights?
Nah, are they floodlights? Maybe they are. I don't know. They kind of look cool, especially back in '02. They would have looked really, really cool and aggressive. The yellow painted tow hooks. I mean, the body's actually not in bad shape. I mean, she's had many days in the sun. Obviously, it's been faded, the yellow paint, but go Hawks. How does this open? Okay, so we got the spare tire on the back. There's actually some pretty nice room in the back of the old Tracker here, Zach. I like the old, see the Tahoes used to do that too, where you could double open door this way. Now everything goes up. This old school open that way is kind of nice. Check out this. You might need to buckle up, man. You never know when this thing might bring, tranny might go out on her or something. Honestly, it's kind of an example of how hard it is in this day and age to get a $3,000 vehicle that is in good operating condition. It kind of started back in Cash for Clunkers back in '09, really took a lot of good, inexpensive vehicles out of the market. I think it was a fine plan, but, and then now obviously we have an incredible, over the last 3-4 years, increase in value in used cars. So it's really hard to get. They're out there, but not a ton of them in that $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 price range. So we got a big old crack across the bottom of the windshield. It's out of line of sight. But okay, so take a look at this old, can you get your camera on this is an old AM/FM CD player, bro. What was your first CD?
NSYNC.
No, Zach! Mine was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith. I remember going to Sam Goody at the mall and buying, I think it was Sam Goody back then. It might have been a different name back then. And then they switched to Sam Goody. But it is 4-wheel drive. She doesn't run bad, man. We're gonna get this thing going. This is super fun. Oh man, that thing is humming. Brakes are nice and solid. If only it didn't need a radiator and a head gasket. Window won't roll up now. Oh shoot. The old window's stuck, Zach. Oh my God. I'm not going all that far. Probably shouldn't. Oh, this is great. It does have the window lock function, and it is a one-touch auto down, but it's just, oh, come on, you can do it. The little train that might, we might be SOL on that deal. Door locks are working okay. The horn is super loud. All right. Do you think the 4-wheel drive works? Let's check it out. So you got to get in the park. All right. 4 high. It says it's on. That'd be a nice plus. All right. Let's turn this thing nice and hard and see if they oh yeah, it's grabbing. The 4-wheel drive is working. Let's go. What sounds the speakers sound like? What do we got going? Is this Journey?
That's not my area of expertise.
No mirror. don't think it's Journey. I'm trying to think. Sticks, maybe? Some one of those. All right, so now we pull this dog right up next to this new Trax right here. Let's see the 22-year difference. A lot happens in 22 years, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's really cool to look. So this is a 2025 Trax. This is an 02 Chevy Tracker, which, like we talked about in the first episode, kind of derived from the Tracker when they brought the Trax back. A lot of differences, clearly. I mean, look at the sleekness, the body, the headlights. Look at the size difference, how high that is. Obviously, it wraps around, but the LED headlights versus that just kind of square, just straight ahead. Now you have a lot more, captures a lot more width, if you will. But we still have some classics. We still have the Chevy bow tie right center front, really good looking. I mean, I love the wheels on this 25 Trax. They're both beautiful Iowa Hawkeye black and gold colors. It's just cool to kind of look and see right side by side how far vehicles. I mean, 02, I was a sophomore in high school. What were you doing in 02, Zach?
I was 8 years old. Second grade.
When I asked you that CD question, I wondered if you even knew what CDs were. So I'm glad to hear that you did buy an NSYNC CD, your boy JT. But no, it's really cool to look at that. It's just how far these have come and how good these things now look, ride, feel. The technology improvement, you know, we had the big screens and everything. It's really cool. So we're gonna say goodbye to the old Tracker. She's going to the chute, which means she's going, oh, it does have some hail damage too, I just realized. Oh man, look at that. Some tin cans in there. On the roof too, Zach. Oh, didn't tell me about the hail damage. But we're gonna have to send her to the chute, as I mentioned. Just having to put, you know, you'd need a new driveway after sitting in your driveway for a couple days. The amount of leaking that's coming out of this, with specifically the coolant out of the radiator. It needs a radiator, and the head gasket's just not gonna be worth spending the money on. I wouldn't sell it like this. So that'll be going to the auction, and thanks for spending time with us today. We'll see you next time on the showroom.